Access control on the new digital terrestrial television signal. These manufacturers of electronic components are firmly against the inclusion of conditional access system for set-top boxes. NAMEC says this will push up the cost of set-top boxes and limit opportunities for local manufacturers.
DTT can start tomorrow if the minister can just review the policy overnight. It can take 24 hours.
The High Court has already prevented government from appointing an operator to manage conditional access for the set-top boxes. Communications Minister Eunice Karim is said to be on the brink of resolving the standoff with broadcasters over the issue.
Any delays from now is going to have a negative impact on the 2015 deadline.
The delays are said to be stalling job creation and the development of sustainable small businesses.
We want to create black industrialists, and we want to create blacks that are going to manufacture in this sector.
The current analog signal will be left open to interference from other signals if the country fails to make the switch to digital on time. Leuta Motlogelwa, SABC News, Johannesburg.
All right, there you have it. So there's been much discussion about providing access to digital terrestrial television broadcasting in South Africa, or DTT, as it's become commonly known. Now, the question asked is, how ready is South Africa and the sub-Saharan Africa? You saw him in the insert, Keith Thabo, who's the president for manufacturers of electronic components. He's my guest now in studio to take this conversation further. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live, Keith. Thanks for
Morning, Leanne.
All right, so quite interesting what you said in the clip. It could take 24 hours to migrate.
Indeed. We could take it 24 hours because to review the policy, the department is just to engage the officials, the policy makers at the department.
Yeah.
And because we did it with the former minister, Diana, that this was wrong. On the 19th of April, we met with the industry. DOC was, Department of Communications was there. We had the open debate on the pros and cons of this conditional access because we view it as something that will impede the development of black industrials in the sector because, one, you have to be accredited by this conditional access vendor who's sitting in Europe determining who plays into the sector, who manufactures, who gets the software integrated in the box. So those costs are going to affect the value chain of digital terrestrial television.
Yeah.
Therefore, it makes no sense for us to go that route.
So in other words, in a nutshell, you are blaming the department for dragging their feet on this. This is something that South Africa could have had ages ago, but due to delays, we're not having it.
Yes, 100%, Liane, because we engaged the previous minister that this was wrong. When she was reviewing that, the new minister comes in, engage us, engage the broadcasters, engage the manufacturers. He said he'll come back to us. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to take this process to the cabinet, to the cabinet committee that will sit and do the recommendations to the full cabinet. And that should not be the process. That we should solve it within the department. It's agreed. Because we believe that the cabinet committee consists of few ministers. You have Rob Davis sitting there, also have Pravin Gordhan sitting there. And we know, as Black Business Council and NAMEC, we still have challenges with Pravin because of PPFA. He doesn't want us to implement that. They should have set aside for black companies in the country. He's still not for it. We still have issues with Rob Davis in terms of most of the spend of the grants and the funds at TTI still goes to white companies. And then we say these people must also determine the destiny of the black people. It's neither here nor there.
All right, let's get back to basics now, and we talk about DTT, Digital Terrestrial Television. For our viewers, why is it important that we need to migrate? What difference is it going to make?
It will. The migration will give us more ample spectrum. That spectrum could be used for other things, like you'll have more channels. You can use it for other activities like your police, your e-health. You can also run applications that will run on the box, and it will free more channels for the industry. And in that, it will also bring in more software developers, particularly on applications, because when we did our research in Europe, in Asia, we have seen how it can impact on job creation, on SME development.
Yeah, so job creation is one of the spin-offs.
Paramount.
What about other financial benefits compared to the current arrangements of pay television? What are some of the other benefits there that we could see happening?
You see, our primary objective as NAMEC is to create SMME development, and also that the SMMEs will also create jobs. And fundamentally, you'll have, I'm telling you, hundreds of thousands of jobs. We've seen it all over the world.
We've seen it happen.
And we've researched on this issue of conditional access. We'll be the first country in the world to migrate with conditional access and free to air. And what we still do not comprehend is the minister is aware of the court judgment that the issue of conditional access, it is not within his jurisdiction. It should be left to the free to air broadcasters. Yet he's taking it to the cabinet, so it makes a mockery of the department.
Yeah. So, I mean, in terms of the implementation of DTT, you say 24 hours could be going. What about the rollout of set-top boxes? Because could that also cause more of a delay?
No, the manufacturers are ready. Yeah,
they're also
ready. We are ready. We can roll those boxes as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yes, the SMMEs are ready. Their plans are ready.
What about the rest of Africa? Are we lagging behind dramatically on this issue?
Yes, we are lagging. Zambia is just launched now. We are lagging behind, and we should be leading. Africa is gone, has left us. Even the box that will be manufacturing will not be having any market in Africa because of the indecisiveness of the minister.
All right, let's leave it there. Different spin on what's happening when it comes to digital terrestrial television. That's something we've heard in the clip. 2015 is the deadline, and they're saying that we will meet it. But my guest in studio, that says basically 24 hours is good enough. We could reach it then if the government wasn't dragging its feet on all this.
Yeah, we can start it.
All right. Keith Thabo, thank you for being our guest here on Morning Live. Keith is the president of the National Association of Manufacturers in Electronic Components.